Hello everyone, it's Gooey here with our final installment of Legend of Zelda. Today we're gonna finish it. We're gonna bring it to a close. I've got a couple more questions here to cover. We're gonna hope to finish it. This is for me this is always a hard dungeon, you know? So oh gosh. Starting off with these guys is just always a joy. Oh man. You know, I have this problem. My setup here is I've got my computer that I'm normally sitting at. Oh, here's a good spot. Directly to the right of me, the way I'm facing now. The TV is here we're not gonna 100% this, by the way. And normally when I'm sitting at my computer I have the TV like it's at 90 degrees to my left, right? So it's fine because I'm not usually playing, but I have my mic kind of mounted. Oh, here we got a new enemy, which is so cool late in the game, you know. But I'll have my TV, my mic stand. It's kind of one that you mount on a surface. This is all very interesting, I'm sure. But normally I have it on this stand that I have the TV on. And, you know, I would adjust it when coming to do videos and stuff, so it's not in the way of the TV, but I haven't been doing that lately. I've just been lazy and been like, I'll keep it. It's only blocking a corner of the screen, but it's actually blocking a good portion of like the right and kind of bottom right in the screen. So just there, I was really struggling because I couldn't fully see. We're gonna have to adjust that for upcoming games. So we're not 100%ing this, and this is a dungeon for me. This is the only one that I really, maybe the last one too, that I can't play as casually, let's say, as some of the others in the game. It's very tough, though. I don't know, maybe we'll see a change this time around. Oh, not with all these whiz ropes. Oh my gosh. Here, come over here, dude. Yeah, let's try and... Oh yeah. You gotta come up with some... Ooh. Yeah, you gotta come up with some strats when you're fighting these guys. I don't know if that was actually good strats. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna get all the goodies, but I want to try to get the red ring at least. I usually just don't even bother with that either, because I'm just like, it's almost better for me to just try and make it to the end of the dungeon as quick as possible. But we'll go for it. We'll answer I got a few questions, but hey, isn't this nice after... Wait, does this... No, it doesn't hurt them. That's sad. What's the best Patra strategy? This is not it. Holy cow. Well... I might even have to... You know what I'll do is if I can get the red ring... and go back... Might have to fill up on more potion later, because I'm just not... well equipped. Like, well, I'm well equipped actually. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Now that's what you want. Oh man. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just always have this? Oh, no, it's not working out too hot. Alright, just gonna have to risk it. Ah! Okay, cool. Not so strong now, are ya? Bombs? I guess that's good, right? So yeah, should we do some questions? Oh look, this is a nice room. Does that hurt? Oh yeah. Just flame on. Yeah, we'll kill these fellas. And it's momentarily safe, so we'll have a question. Alex Duquette, good pal, asks. Well, it says, yes, Tunic was a great game. At first it looked like a Zelda knockoff, but I'm glad I gave it the chance end up being really good and distinctive. Of course, absolutely agree. So, question. I said ask whatever question you like, so any topic is good. Which fast food restaurant has the best fries? I'm probably the only person with this answer, but I've always thought Dairy Queens are the best. DQ's pretty good from what I remember. I know this isn't really, like, fully count, but I actually just came from Portillo's for lunch, and they have some pretty good fries, actually. But, you know, the thing I will say is that there's some people who are, like, really love, like, McDonald's fries. I really do not. I don't, yeah. Like, maybe when they're, like, fresh, then, you know, I could do it, but overall, they're really not my favorite. Beyond that, look at the map there. Doesn't that look great? Beyond that, I'm pretty open to whatever. You said Dairy Queen? I probably like Wendy's the most, I would say. I don't know. You know, not my favorite place at all, but I actually think Burger King has decent fries. I know. It's really not that great otherwise, but yeah, I would say probably Wendy's, though. I don't know. Leave a comment. What do you think are the best fries? I like the, we're safe here. This guy can't hurt us. He can just, keep hitting us. I like getting the potatoes at Taco Bell. That's what I'm all about. Alright, next question. Infection form. Hey, pal. Just finished Sea of Stars recently. Thought it was fantastic. Gave me the Chrono Trigger vibes. So if you like that games, I think you like Sea of Stars. Definitely want to check that one out. Question. What are your initial thoughts on the newly announced Zelda movie? Well, we've talked about it a little bit over on Zelda Dungeon, so go check that out. But we got a little secret here. Oh my gosh, what an awful room. I'll try to answer while fighting these bad boys. You know, if I can just get through this, it wouldn't matter if I die. Oh no, what's happening? Oh no, oh man. Oh, we're crumbling. I just realized I don't really have much rupees for potion or anything, too. Maybe we'll take a break, grab some equipment, and come back, because that was atrocious. Okay, well, at least they're dead. We just need that ring, you know, then we can, anything can happen. What was the question? Oh, the Zelda movie. Yeah, so I think, I don't know. So far, what's announced, like, doesn't really have me that excited. I'm not, like, you know, I'm not super down on it or anything, but it also doesn't necessarily appeal to me. But, you know, it'll be fun to go and check it out and stuff, you know, so yeah, so what we'll I'll keep talking about it, but I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to go as far as I can in the dungeon, get what I can. If I die, we'll go heal up and come back, you know. But yeah, so the movie, just based on go to the next room. Great puzzle here. Based on the announced, like, writer, director, and all that, you know, it's about what I kind of expect, though, from it's pretty much what I would expect them to make. I think it's gonna be a pretty I feel like it's just gonna be kind of a generic, you know, movie. I don't know. I'm open to go seeing it. I guess we'll see. Wes Ball, was that the director's name? You know, I've never seen the Maze Runner movies. They don't look like they'd appeal to me anyway. So, you know, that was probably never gonna be for me. But ooh, look at these guys. Oh, rupees. We're gonna need some of those for getting potion. And then the writer, you know, he's kind of all over the place. We'll see. You know, I have a podcast called Virtual Theater that's all about video game movies and the stories that shape them. And we started off, we were kind of snarky about it. Oh, more rupees is great. We took this sort of attitude of, you know, we're watching these movies, so you don't have to. We don't need this key, but whatever. And because it was based on this premise of, you know, video game movies are just all terrible, and this was years ago, so it was before some of the more recent ones that people like. But as we went on, I sort of discovered, like, it's not really the case. Like, they're like, maybe not like anything, but like there's plenty that are great. There's some that are weird but interesting, you know, like it was all over the map. And I think some movies had been judged incorrectly, you know, and so I kind of walked away with, and I felt like this was sort of an attitude that was taken at one point with comic book movies, like that people act like they were regularly not good. And sure, there's plenty of examples of awful comic book movies from the outset, but it was this idea of like that it wasn't for some people that it was like they really got good with like in 2008 with Fairy, with like the MCU and the Dark Knight and stuff like that. And I feel like that is just like marketing or something. Like, I feel like that's not actually the case, and that it's, again, like anything. Like, honestly, like the first movies ever made based on comic book characters and stuff are, you know, classics for the most part. And then, you know, once it became like a big commercial thing, then that's when you get some really crass, you know, cash-ins and just really bad ones like Green Lantern or whatever. Oh man, can I survive this? This is a hard room. And yeah, so I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like we're about to see a similar thing with video game movies, where we're going to be convinced that they've always been bad, and you know, we're now in this age where they're only making good ones. But I feel like, similar to how a lot of comic book movies are, I feel like they figured out sort of a formula for making these that will, you know, get you a relatively positive, like they're mostly meant to be agreeable, to go down easy, you know, to not be that necessarily interesting, to kind of have just like kind of the markers of things fans want to see, but not really be that interesting, not really take a lot of risks, you know. And I think that's more what we're seeing. We're not seeing like video game movies suddenly have like a renaissance where they're actually good compared to how they used to be bad, quote unquote. And instead, yeah, we're just seeing sort of a, you know, them kind of being made like everything else. Content, I don't know. I just sound like an old person complaining. But that's the kind of vibe I'm getting from the Zelda movie announcement, of like you know, who's working on it and stuff. But I also, you know, I think I gotta see some of the people. I'm kind of going based off an impression of a lot of these, because like I said, I haven't seen Maze Runner, or you know, I've seen some of the screenwriters' films, obviously, but I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. I will say I'm a big fan of the old ones are cool too, the ones I've seen, but I'm a big fan of the modern Planet of the Apes movies, the recent series, and they were not made by Wes Ball, but he's got we're definitely gonna die. He's got the he's making this new one that's coming out, which I'm gonna see just as a fan of. Oh geez, if I get killed by a Keese, I'm gonna see those as a fan of the series, hoping that this one's good, and I think I'm kind of looking forward to it. Hopefully, I like it just because of it'll kind of give me an idea of, oh, there's our death. Give me an idea, maybe more of this director's vibe, but I feel like he's kind of chosen to be someone who can just kind of fit into the mold of, the type of movie they want to make. Alright, let's take a little break. I'm going to run out and grab another potion. I'm pretty close to having one for a 2-thing potion. And then we will continue. I have one more question as well. And yeah. Alright, I'm back. And I've managed to backtrack to where I was with relatively minimal damage. And I got a potion now. Oh yeah, one final thing I guess about the movie I wanted to say is, like, if it comes out and it's great, that'd be awesome. If it's not really. I'm not gonna be too bothered by it. It's not like it's not gonna ruin my experience of the games I like for me or anything. So, I guess I didn't have to do combat there. Just bomb. So, it is what it is. But I guess I hope it's good. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. There'll be I have more better collected thoughts over on the ZD, actually on the Zelda cast I was on and talking about it. So go check out the Zelda cast from a few weeks back. You get a better, more thought out, nuanced discussion there than me trying to do it while getting destroyed by Wizrobes. My goodness, there's so many. Final question as we enter the final stretch to Ganon. Joe Savigny says, haven't played the new Star Trek games yet, but they're on my list. You ask questions about movies, TV shows, and video games. What about books? Do you read a lot? What's the last book you read? Personally, I don't read much, but I wish I did. I'll try to finish the new Dune book before the second movie comes out. Or the first Dune book, sorry. I don't as... I should. I don't as that much, though, to be honest. There's plenty of books I've read that I love, though. My attention span is just garbage, and I feel bad about it. But, oh man, another there's so many Patras. It's cool there's so many new enemies. One thing I do like, though, is, I often have plenty of tasks that I have to do where I need, where it gets kind of boring, whether it's working on something for a video or work or something. And so I like to listen to audiobooks. And I really like to listen to ones in particular. We're about to enter the boss here. About topics that I'm like studying, for podcasts or videos I'm working on. I like those, like, or subjects I'm interested in. So recently I read both Masters of Doom and Doom Guy, the biography. One's the biography of id Software, and Doom Guy is the autobiography of John Romero, who created Doom and Wolfenstein 3D, many other games that are classics. And that was really, it's just a really interesting story, and I really enjoyed reading that. Look at that big pig. So yeah, I like that type of thing, but I do like fiction as well. But oh god, this fight is such a pain in the butt. Honestly, the best thing might be to just wildly slash. You kind of just, yeah, there we go. Oh wait, I think you gotta wait till he's. This is not one of the best Ganon fights, I'll be honest. We got potions though, so we can just try to get him. You kind of can sometimes tell the pattern he's going in. Oh yeah. Yes! Look at that. Hello. There we go. Well, that was a fun little series. Link, you're the hero of Hyrule. Look at those Triforce pieces. Finally, peace returns to Hyrule. The end. Let's get the staff here. Miyahan. Thanks, Miyahan? That's what we know him as, right? 1010. Konchan, yeah. There's the credits. Yeah, thanks everyone for kind of following this little experimental Q&A series we've done. I think it was pretty fun. Yeah, I think this kind of brings to close the this era of the channel, the Minish Cap era, that this kind of released alongside as sort of a, I don't know, as I was kind of messing around with different sort of gameplay based formats, because you know, sometimes the process of doing some of those, like the Wind Waker videos and stuff, that was pretty taxing, and so it was fun to kind of do a sort of era season where it was a little bit more laid back, you know. I hope you enjoyed kind of listening to me waffling about the Zelda movie and things like that. Just kind of off the cuff responses that I didn't really read a lot of these beforehand. So it was kind of fun to sort of just chat about whatever I was thinking. But yeah, this is I was waiting to kind of finish this before I move forward on my other, I guess, Twilight Princess season, which I think will still have a gameplay element to it. I'm gonna try to do some other things that coincide with it that I don't want to fully announce yet. So in some ways there will be more work, and then other ways it won't be as bad. So just hang tight on that. I think you'll like it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Wow, how about this dungeon? It's definitely one that is pretty tough. There's so many rooms we just didn't even go to. I'm looking at the, I'm trying to think of, like, some of these, there's just like, I'm looking at the map and I'm like, what would you go over here for? And I can see, I'm trying to find a path that's like, there's whole chunks that are just like scary to think about even going to. I can't imagine just like freely exploring this place. I'm trying to also imagine some alternate routes that people might take, because mine's kind of based on the old Zelda dungeon walkthrough, and it's sort of just there's so many things that I do based on that. I'm like, I wonder what, you know, compared to when I played it for Dungeon Dive, I kind of first freely explored it, and you look at the dungeon in a different way, you know. This, I think, showed off parts of it, but not exactly what the experience would be like if you were exploring it, because that would take much longer. And yeah, I was just ready to get to, not to the end, but, you know, I'm actually, what it is I'm excited about the next chapter of the channel and Twilight Princess and stuff. I think that'll be fun. So yeah, we're gonna probably, well, I don't know if how long will pass between this recording and it coming out, and then from there to the next release, but I'll probably have a little break of gameplay and stuff. But obviously go check out Zelda Dungeon, and you can please listen to Switch fell asleep there. Flashback 64, you're going to want to listen to. That's a very, very active, exciting thing I got going on. And get ready, get excited. Let me know what you're thinking about Twilight Princess, how you're feeling about that season of Gooey's Dungeon Dive. And thanks for watching the Minish Cap season. Looking back on, you know, the channel, every time I get to those, like, the not big 3D games, I wonder how things will be received, you know? And the handhelds have done just as well as the big, you know, 3D games. Minish Cap had about the same amount of views as, like, your average what do you call it? Yeah, like compared to Wind Waker or whatever. So that's very heartwarming, honestly. So, and I'm just looking back at the channel now, and it's like, wow, people have watched a lot of these videos. That's cool. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. We'll see everybody in the next season, Twilight Princess. Bye-bye.